Welcome to Global Business. I am Dr. Neva, and today I have a guest all the way from India. She's not in the studio. She's actually in New Delhi. Her name is Sanjeeta, and I would like you to welcome her. And welcome, Sanjeeta. How are you?
I'm very fine, Neva. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Seeing you up almost.
Okay. We seem to be having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll work through it. That's not a problem. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself as an entrepreneur?
I'm basically a civil engineer from a prestigious Delhi University.
Okay.
And I was working in a public sector company after graduating from Delhi College of Engineering in 1982. I started working in a public sector company which was handling rail transportation projects. So I worked there for 11 years and picked up most of my design and detailing knowledge there, how to make structures earthquake resistant, and then that became my focus area. And I'm very passionate about what we do.
Okay.
We design all kinds of buildings, all kinds of structures, and we focus on making these structures earthquake resistant.
So what
okay,
was...
so
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that after working for 11 years in that company, it was a very cushy job and it was paying me well. I was getting my promotions right, but I was not happy.
Oh, okay.
Because the work I found was not very challenging. It was kind of monotonous, and I felt I could do much more than the role that I was expected to play, you know. I had a knack for developing business, but my boss perhaps felt a little insecure, and he didn't want me to go into any client meetings for developing business. And the kind of work that we were doing was not challenging enough.
And you wanted to be challenged.
Of course.
Okay.
So I was young and I wanted to do something tougher, something more varied, you know, different type of structures, right, different type of buildings, something which we had not done earlier. So I tried convincing them to allow me to develop business, but it didn't work. So I gave up and I started my own company.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't want to take on that challenge. It's like they want to be in a comfortable position, and that's it. They feel it's, you know, they're comfortable, they can feed their family, and everything is set. So, well, you stepped into that role, and that's excellent. But what challenges did you face on the way?
Well, I was very unprepared business-wise, because in engineering in India, the knowledge given to us was so technical and highly useful in implementing a project, carrying out the designs and all. But I was not prepared as to how should you prepare a business plan. What is really a business plan? What is its significance? And how do you arrange the logistics? How do you buy engineering softwares? How do you procure manpower? And how do you sustain and retain manpower? How do you train them? And I had good friends and I had good contacts, but how to convert those contacts into business, actual business. These were the major challenges, and none of the uh, none of the clients that I went to for work had ever seen a woman engineering consultant. So I had to break a few barriers there, and I had to introduce myself. Uh, I had to actually, it took me a long time to kind of prove my credentials, because, gaining somebody's trust is not easy.
Yeah, of course. Yes, and that's
So,
actually how we met, Sanjeeta. I just want to say this. We met in New Delhi, where I conducted a workshop on how to basically start a business, and speaking about business plan, the marketing, and finance. And a lot of people jump into business without being prepared. So my next question to you is, how long did it take for you to see success in your business?
I think it took me about 5 years before I woke up. I had started my company in my husband's office. I was using most of his logistics, the entire office infrastructure, IT, everything. And gradually I started taking out the staff salaries. I was able to pay for the incidentals, local travel, everything. But one fine day, my husband just sat with me and he said, if you're running it as a hobby, it's fine. But if not, if you're serious about your business, I think you should sit with me, try and see what are you spending in a year and what are you earning in a year, and how do you work around making your income exceed your expenditure. So that's how I realized I should be taking home some salary. I should be able to pay for my car and my petrol at least. And after that point, I think after about 4.5, 5 years, I started getting bigger assignments which were able to pay better, and we started getting established.
That is excellent, and it's so important to have someone behind you that is so supportive and believe in you. And I say this all the time. It's one thing to have an idea and you start a business, but if you don't have that support, you'll feel alone. And for your husband to really sit down and show you that, hey, this is a business and you need to make money from it, it is such an honorable thing. Now, you stated that you started getting big contracts. Without saying the name of the contract, can you tell us an idea what is a big contract to you?
Well, a big contract would be, let's say, about 3.5 crores worth of money.
Nice.
That would be, yeah, that's not bad.
Yes, of course.
And we started getting repeat jobs, which is nice, because people started appreciating the kind of work our team was doing. We were able to do good job. We were able to deliver it on time. And I think people started trusting our design capabilities.
So, Sanjeeta, what is it like as a woman to do business in India?
I think it's a good thing to be a woman and a businesswoman in India, because I see a lot of support amongst clients and big client organizations, maybe government or corporate sector. They do seem to be a bit surprised when they see you for the first time. But generally, overall, the response is very positive.
That is good to hear. I mean, because in certain countries you have, you know, challenges for a woman to set up business. So that's good that that's available in your country. So my next question to you is, what opportunities are there for someone from the outside to come into India, or maybe specifically New Delhi, to set up? What opportunities are there?
Well, I think India has opened up almost all the markets for people to come in from all different countries. Japanese companies are investing in our infrastructure. A lot of new projects are coming. I think infrastructure is going to grow for another 25 to 30 years, till the time all our tier 2, tier 3 cities get a better access to public transport systems. Similarly, renewables are in a big way, and I think big automotive companies, car manufacturing companies, iPhone, for example, Apple can come
Sanjeeta, I'm going to ask you to,
up their shops.
I'm sorry, you broke up for a little bit. Can you repeat what you stated?
I'm saying there is a lot of opportunity in the infrastructure sector. Okay,
Okay.
whether it is growth of solar power, renewables, solid waste to energy generation, and large span bridges, metro transportation, monorail, and similar, clean technologies, green technologies, anything which improves,
Okay.
the public life, public transportation is a welcome thing to come. In India, there is a huge market, and I think our industries experiencing a very rapid growth, which is a good sign.
Yes, yes, it is. Now,
So,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm saying when the industry grows, there are a lot of affiliated sectors like banking, like retail, like IT, computers. These also grow simultaneously.
Okay. So my next question is, someone is coming up or coming to India, I mean, to set up a business. They're going to face some challenges. What challenges do you anticipate that they may face? Remember, they're a foreigner. They're not used to your system. So what challenges do you think they might face?
Well, first of all, I think they should carry out some survey of the market, the business that they want to set up. What are the kind of returns that similar businesses are giving, and what kind of competition are they likely to face? Then, apart from that, they also need to look at socio-cultural barriers, maybe some language barriers. They will need to look at which city are they going to set up shop in, because we have different languages. We have like 26 languages which are officially spoken in different states. So once that is taken care of, I think it should not be much of a problem. I keep hearing in our media that in India, ease of business has improved, ease of doing business. And I'm hoping it will get better in another couple of years. So it should not be a problem. Uh, After these socio-cultural barriers have been taken care of, you may also need to look at what kind of training your staff will need to undergo to be able to handle the work that you want to assign them.
Okay. So, there are companies that come into a country and they set up from the big grocery store or appliance store or engineer or clothing. What type of business do you find that survive in India?
I think anything which is high technology these days sells very fast. I think India has the largest number of iPhones, and India has a lot of good Android phone market as well. So high-end consumables, high-end consumer products, faster cars and smarter phones. And I think there is a lot of market for branded clothes, branded apparels and accessories, and a lot of brands have entered into India.
Okay,
Big consumer chains are also coming, and I think all the brands that you have in US are, I think most of them are available in India now.
Now,
We get Louis Vuitton, we get Gucci, Prada, everything.
yes, I actually saw that for a little bit. The little time that I had there, I went to the mall and I was quite surprised to see these huge mega malls with all different kind of name brand there. So that was, a little bit nice. So I was able to just see and have a feel of what India will bring, or their, is modern things that are out there for everyone and being westernized, because I saw that there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Sanjeeta, I want not just for you to tell the people how to contact you, but is there anything you'd like to share with the audience? This is being aired in the New York metro area. On top of that, it will be out on YouTube and on my website page. Is there anything that you'd like to share that you think, whether it's, your business specifically or business in general?
Well, first of all, I would like to tell you, Neva, that my parents came as refugee children from Pakistan.
Oh,
and
okay.
they were very poor.
Wow.
And when my mom didn't get enough opportunity to study further, having lost her father during the rioting in Pakistan, I think somewhere in her back of her mind, she made sure that she wanted to give ample opportunities to her children for studying further. So I'm greatly indebted to my parents. Both my parents worked extremely hard to bring up 3 children and give them the best of education. And I must thank them. I must thank my husband and my children for giving me all the support that I've really needed, during the roller coaster journey that my professional life has been. Okay, but having said that, I I think I've enjoyed every bit of challenge, every bit of the roller coaster part of my work. But at this point of time, what we do is we are trying to focus on those projects where we can add some value, and the projects are such which have public significance and will go a long way in saving public lives or making their lives better.
Wow, thank you for sharing that, and it puts a human touch in this interview. Just knowing that your family worked so hard to get you where you are, and that support system, again, is honorable. I can't say that enough. Now, how can they find you if they wanted to speak with you or email you about your business?
I'm Sanjeeta Wij at gmail.com. I can be found. Sanjeeta, Wij, SANGEETA WIJ at gmail.com.
Okay.
And my phone number is 9811776210. Okay?
Did you put the area code there? The international area code?
No. My international code would be +91.
Okay, excellent. Again, Sanjeeta, thank you so much for your time. And again, doing business in India, I know is totally different from the United States, but it's also a hub that can create some of the best inventions in the world. Again, thank you so much for your time. All right, and you have.
Thank you, Neva.
You're welcome.
Thank you, dear.
Okay, and enjoy the rest.
It was great to connect with you.
Thank you. You're welcome, and you have a great day or night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's almost night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
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 Until
Thank
next
you.
time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now we are entering a Buddhist temple. So I am walking in India with no shoes. Oh wow, so this is the line we're supposed to join before we get inside. So let's see how this is gonna go.